Hey guys, my name is Cara, I'm a teaching artist, and welcome back to Imagine with IlluminArt. So the last few times we were here, we learned how to do some poetry, we learned how to do some creative writing, and last week we created some Mad Lib templates, all while remaining focused, balanced, relaxed, and mindful, which are really important things when getting down and being creative, whether that's with writing or dancing or drawing or acting. So this week we're going to learn about character development. Basically, how are we going to develop a fleshed out character using our imagination? But before we do that, we are going to do the best thing ever. We are going to do some breathing exercises. Today we're going to use our imagination to work some breath into our systems. So everyone stand up on your feet and start to ground yourself. Remember to roll around and find your balance. Now shut your eyes and start breathing in and out, and use your imagination and breathe in like a flower and breathe out like you're blowing out birthday candles. Breathe in a blue sky and breathe out gray skies. Pretend your belly is like a balloon. Breathe in and make the balloon bigger, then breathe out and make the balloon shrink. Now pretend to smell the soup and blow out to cool the soup. Breathe in and imagine the wave rolling in, and breathe out and imagine the wave rolling out. Breathe in and imagine a calm, happy, positive color, and breathe out and imagine a color that represents your stress or anxiety leaving your body. And just stay there for a minute. Now let's move into some stretches so that our bodies are ready to relax and focus. So now that it is finally May, we are going to do some spring yoga. Now raise both your hands over your head and clasp your hands together. Pretend you're saying hello to the sun. And with your arms still raised, if you can, raise one leg. And remember to stay balanced. Pretend you're a tree with new buds of flowers that are about to blossom. Now slowly release your leg and arms and kick one leg out behind you so that you're balancing on one leg and your torso and face are facing the ground. Pretend you're a flying bird and hold this for a few moments. Now let's release the pose and roll our bodies down all the way to the floor. Pretend you're like the rain falling from the sky. And when you're ready, slowly roll back up and make sure your head is the last thing to come up. Lastly, spread your feet wide, clasp your hands in prayer position, and squat to the floor. Pretend like you're a seed about to be planted into the ground. And then come out of the position and just enjoy feeling how grounded and focused you are. So character development is super important when creating a story, because if we can't understand why that character exists in a story, then we won't be able to understand that story. So we use the invention of characters to keep the storyline moving ahead, from the beginning to the middle to the end. That being said, there is a template that comes with every character development. Now, before we create a character, let's use an already existing famous character that we all know, so that we can use that character and fill out the template, just so you guys know how to use it. Okay, amazing! So now that we have some idea of what we want to base our character off of, I just want to remind you guys to use your imagination to inspire a new type of character for a story or a play. So now we're going to take a few minutes and we're going to use the template that I gave to you guys, and we're going to make our own characters. And of course, I'll be sitting right here with you guys and creating. Okay, so I just wanted to read you guys the character template that I created for my character, just so you guys get like a feel for what you and your imagination should come up with. My character's name is Gavin the Great Warrior. He is 18 years old, and I would say because he's 18, he hasn't really grown yet, so he's about like 5'7", 5'8". His hair color is curly and black. His eye color is light brown, and he does have one scar. It's a vertical scar going down his upper arm that he got in his first battle at the age of 15 years old in order to protect his kingdom. Okay, his living situation. So he lives in a marble castle on the hill that overlooks the rest of his kingdom, which is also made of marble. Marble is strong and it can't be set on fire, so I feel like that would be a good quality for his castle and his kingdom to have if it's always going to be attacked by enemies. So, his siblings. So, he has 8 other older sisters who rule alongside of him. It's all equal ruling. There is no, ooh, the man gets the power. No, they all rule equally. It is fair. He is the baby of the family, so he learned everything that he knows through his sisters. Schooling. So he was homeschooled, but it wasn't the normal English, math, science, and all that stuff. Most of his classes were made up of combat fighting, self-defense, fence fighting, and taekwondo. He has no friends, except for his trustful and loyal family members. His favorite food is homemade, completely from scratch, lasagna. I don't know why, just one of those things that if like his mom was just like, hey, I made lasagna today, they would all sit down and gobble it up. His favorite game is racing his siblings on his trusty horse Stella, seeing whose horse is fastest. I would hope it's Stella because it's a really cool horse name. His favorite animal is obviously Stella. Like if I had a horse named Stella, it would be Stella. His powers. So he doesn't have powers, but the years of training for battle has him mentally and physically prepped and ready to take on like 20 of his enemies. So I feel like that's pretty powerful. Why is he special to the story? Why should you guys care if you were reading about this character? I put that if he can alone protect his own kingdom with no powers, you know, him just being a normal human being, then he can protect any other kingdom. That's a powerful quality. The fact that we have a normal human being, no laser eyes, no really powerful punch type of superhero man, like he's just a normal guy who was just trained to protect, and I feel like that could be any other one of us, a human being. Okay, so now that we're all done with our character development template, we're going to write a little letter to our new character that we made, and we're going to tell them about our experience so far while we're in this quarantine and how our lives have changed. So I just want to suggest that in your letter, set up some type of relationship with this character. Is this a family member? Is this your best friend? Is this your long lost best friend? Or is this just a regular pen pal that you have never met and you've just been writing to each other for years on end? You can make stuff up about your experience, or you can be honest if you feel like writing your feelings down will make you feel better. Whatever you choose, it's your story, it's your letter. Be creative and have fun with it. Okay, so now that we finished writing our little letter, I'm going to read you what I wrote. I hope you guys like it. Dear Gavin, the Great Warrior, I'm sorry it's been so long since I've written you a letter. It's just been emotionally exhausting with this quarantine going on. I've been distracted by my own thoughts, and I miss you a lot. Well, I mostly miss Stella. How old is she now? About 10 years old? Ha! I still can't believe I gave you my horse. But my father said it was important to the great warrior family to practice for battle. You asked about if I've been training. Well, no, we aren't really allowed to go near anyone, so I have taken up some yoga and a lot of reading. I've also been cooking way too much. Speaking of which, this reminds me, I hope your mom has been making her amazing lasagna. I miss that dinner so much. I miss it as much as I miss coming up to visit and training with you all. It's been pretty lonely. I've been pretty lonely. Honestly, your castle is looking pretty great compared to my small room. It's crampy in here, and I find myself daydreaming of running around your castle's secret passageways as kids. Anyway, it's been crazy here, and I just want to escape. Maybe I can visit you and your sisters when all of this is over. I really think I need that for my own sanity. Tell everyone I said hello, send me some lasagna, please. Make sure you're brushing Stella daily, and keep on training. And no battles, please, until this pandemic is over. I'm thinking of you always. Your best training buddy, Cara. Alright, so that was really fun. And I really hope you guys go ahead and read your letter to your parents or your friends or your siblings. Showcase your new character, show them what you've made. And I do challenge you to maybe write a letter back to yourself in the perspective of your new character that you made. So I wrote to Gavin the Great Warrior, and maybe I'll write a letter in Gavin the Great Warrior's point of view. If you want to show IlluminArt what you've created, below this video are all of the social media links and platforms that you can contact us on. Or if you want to show social media what you've made, just remember to use the hashtag ImagineWithIlluminArt. If you love this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and tell everyone what we've been doing. It was a pleasure moving and writing with you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.